Hey, hey, we're the film pig.
We're so tired.
It's the middle of the night, and we just saw. What did we see, Tom?
We saw Grindhouse.
Grindhouse.
Oh, but before we talk about it, let me just say really fast. In the last vlog, vlog number 10, I said that the host was from Japan. The film The Host was from Japan, but it was from Korea.
No, it's the opposite, isn't it?
No, it's from Korea. I'm sure about it this time. It's a mistake. I feel terrible. It was dumb, and I hope you can forgive me. Especially the guy Roland from Australia, who took time out of his busy schedule to point out my mistake with a very short but eloquent email that said, "It's Korean, dumbass." Normally his emails are unnecessarily rude, but this time it was actually warranted, and you're right, I was being a dumbass, so I'm sorry. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so Grindhouse, it's separated into two films, you know, dedicated to homage to the old Grindhouse, but D flicks of the 70s and 60s, whatever. And it was, the first part was Robert Rodriguez's
Planet Terror.
Got bit.
Bit by what?
If I told you, you probably wouldn't believe me.
Robert Rodriguez, Planet Terror.
Made you something. Open that door, will you, baby?
It was about a bunch of, like, it was about some military zombie shit, and
Yeah.
Bruce Willis and Naveen Andrews from Lost
And gas.
were dudes, and then there's a whole town of zombies, and Freddie Rodriguez from 6 Feet Under, and Rose McGowan from terrible movies, and she broke up Robert Rodriguez's marriage apparently during the filming of this. They were in it, and would you like it, Todd?
I enjoyed Planet Terror quite a bit. I had a good time. It was over the top, silly. It was a good time, but stylistically, it did look like an old 70s. Although, if it was an old 70s movie, we probably would have seen Rose McGowan naked at some point. You know,
there's more nudity in the fake trailers.
The fake trailers
than
had a lot of
actual,
nudity.
Yeah, they were also separated. It started with, and then in the middle there's some fake trailers, and there were some nice touches, like a lot of scratchy grain, and here comes a car, we're about to die.
Holy crap!
And it's Kurt Russell. And there was also like a there was like missing reels in the middle of it, which was used to great effect in Robert Rodriguez's film.
Yeah, because Rodriguez actually used that to very carefully avoid having to do any boring backstory or plot and just jump to more zombies.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And Rose McGowan was very good as a mildly uncoordinated go-go dancer
with the machine gun for a leg
and a mediocre plastic surgery.
Yeah, and she got some good facial surgery, so she actually looks a little better than she did on Charmed. It's true, she did. And yeah, so that was pleasant, and you know, and then there were some fake trailers. Eli Roth did a fake trailer called Thanksgiving, which was actually kind of funny.
Actually, the trailer, I don't know who did it, but the one that was Don't.
Don't was the best. That was hilarious.
That was the most fun trailer.
That was good. Kudos for Don't.
Rob Zombie did one that was kind of stupid. But anyway, then the second film was Quentin fucking Chatty Tarantino's
Chatty Cathy's
Death Proof.
Fair lady, your chariot awaits.
Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof.
Do I frighten you? Is it my scar? It's your car.
And it was basically, well, all his movies are his fetishes on screen. His fetishes for music, for movies, for women, for feet. There were a lot of feet in this.
Yeah. Stylistically, though, it changed. Once his movie started, it changed from Grindhouse to straight to video. The movie.
Yeah, no, it didn't, because it had like a different flavor.
And it didn't have the jumps, and it didn't have the scratchy. It looked like a video.
It didn't feel like the rest of everything else.
No. But the main problem is that he used to be really good at writing pithy dialogue that people talked about. Here it was like, what would you say it was like?
It was sort of like My Dinner with Andre with a car crash in the middle.
Basically, that movie was also sort of separated into two separate movies, both with car chases in the end. But the first half of both of Tarantino's halves of his movie were talky, chatty women and Eli Roth as an actor.
It was
and by the way, if you
there's so much talking.
Yeah, if you put Eli Roth in your movie, by the way, if you do an Eli Roth cameo, we should get to see him die.
Kill him.
Yeah.
Kill Eli Roth
Eli Roth.
and his Mike Dukakis eyebrows. Kill him.
And his hairy arms.
Yeah, it was like big guy.
All right.
But anyway, so that movie featured this chick named Zoe something who was Uma Thurman's stunt double in Kill Bill.
Oh, Kill Bill, yeah.
And then, but they had her talk, and she has that New Zealand accent. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna get a mean note from
a
Roland.
Kiwi. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. But
Yeah,
they made a whole point.
You've guaranteed an angry remark.
It was her, Rosario Dawson, the chick from Rent. I think the chick was from Rent, and then some other girl, and they talked a lot
about some stuff that was like nobody cares.
It was, and you know, okay, here's what really bothered me. Through every conversation in the film, people were constantly referencing Vanishing Point, a movie from the 70s that's 90 minutes of a car chase. A guy just driving his car fast and other cars crashing around him, and the only time he stops is to talk to a completely naked chick on a motorcycle. Now, this film wasn't anything like Vanishing Point. It just like to talk about it. They talked about Vanishing Point.
But they also just talked about fucking bullshit. You could have taken a red pencil and all over that script.
Well, they just yammered on so much about stuff that just was pointless and uninteresting and didn't develop any character that you actually had more sympathy for the psychotic Kurt Russell.
Speaking of which, Kurt Russell in this movie is
awesome.
He's
absolutely
incredible.
awesome. The problem is he's only in it for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It should have been, because at the beginning of the movie it says Kurt Russell in Death Proof, but it should have been Kurt Russell is sometimes in
occasionally in Death Proof.
But he was fantastic.
Oh
And,
yeah, easily the
great.
best part of the picture.
Kurt Russell was fantastic.
You know, the picture looked good or whatever, but it's just like talking and tight t-shirts and...
Was there any nudity in that film?
No.
No, you saw Rosario Dawson's nipple through the t-shirt.
I think they probably talked about nudity,
Yeah, they did. They talked about
but
it.
I don't think there was any actual nudity.
So Grindhouse, like half of it's good and
First half's good.
and then
First half's a lot
like
of
an
fun.
eighth of the other half of it's good.
Yeah.
So about what would that be, like 5/8 of it is good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that. But the 3/8 that are not good
Are
really not good.
Oh.
Really, I mean, he was squirming in a way that I haven't seen in a long time.
I got really fussy. I get fussy when I'm bored at the movies.
Oh, I got presents instead of doing all those other segments, because really it's really late. I got presents.
Oh.
Because I was in Europe, and these a-holes put me in the last vlog without my permission, so the lawsuit's pending. But since I was in
Is it slander or libel if it's on video?
No, it's neither. It's actually just assholery. But
Is that a legal
that's
term?
illegal.
I went to this place. It
If
is.
it please the
I went to
court.
this place called the Whiskey Store, which is the greatest
whiskey
store
store
in the world, and I got them Scotch keychains.
Oh, Scotch chains.
One of them is a Scotch maker. You make Scotch in
Oh, it's
that,
like
a
the
boiler.
distiller or the
Distiller, and then one is it's like a flask with like a Celtic symbol on it.
Nice.
And
That's pretty
here,
sweet.
take them like that.
Sweet.
And there's
Thank you.
There's an extra present for Skelton because he's a single man in the crew. They're Scotch flavored condoms. They're called McCondoms.
I'm not gonna eat those.
No, I know, but maybe you'll find a lady who shares your love of Scotch.
Yeah, no, you usually find that a lot. So thank you.
Girls love Scotch.
Girls love Scotch poured all over your crotch.
That could be the slogan
yeah.
of McScotch.
Actually,
condoms.
it is the slogan. That's interesting.
Huh.
Yeah.
I saw Hot Fuzz in England. It's good.
I want to
It's
see
an early
I wanna see Hot
preview
Fuzz.
because it's out there
I saw The
early.
Reaping at 9:40 this morning.
What hath Todd wrought? He saw it at 9:40 with him and one old lady.
The 11th plague is boring.
All right, kids. So we've once again spun videotape into gold.
Yeah, no, this is a good one.
Ours was our movie's a little chatty here as well.
It is.
Well,
let's
yeah,
have a crazy car chase now.